Hey guys. So first, let me start by apologizing for not really being active this past month. This month has been difficult, I guess you could say. Um I have a lot of good things in the making. I am still making videos. I'm still recording them. I have I finally got the memory card. So I will leave the link to the video where I unbox the video camera. But for those of you who have already seen it, you know that I didn't have a memory card. Well, I got a memory card, and so I've been trying to record videos on that, and I'm still learning how to get them from the video camera onto my computer so that I can edit them. And I was halfway done editing a video, and I was gonna go and do a little bit more, and I can't find it, so I might have to start over in editing it. Either that, or I just need the camera to be connected to the laptop in order to finish, or something. It could be that I'm just looking in the wrong spot for it, I don't know. And then I have to figure out how to get it from the computer to YouTube. So that's been part of the reason why I haven't really uploaded anything. I've made like 3 or 4 videos, but they're all sitting on my video camera while I try to teach myself what I'm doing. So those things are in progress to being uploaded. I went ahead and decided that while I'm still learning on how to do it and stuff like that, I'm going to continue to use my cell phone, because I do still have my phone and I can still make videos using my phone. So that's what I'm doing right now. Then the other thing is Oreo. He is very sick. Like, for a while, he was like, he's always had like the issues where he's a skinnier dog and he's really small and tiny, and I have not ever been able to get him to gain a lot of weight. So he's always been like really thin, and it's always like worried me because I'm not neglecting him. I feed him and I take care of him and all that. But aside from that situation, he's also always had this issue with his stomach where he's either got an upset stomach or he's nauseous or whatever, so he's always in that little stance where he's got his butt in the air and then he's like leaning on his front paws, and he loves to eat grass, which, upset stomach, grass equals throw up, feeling better, whatever. Well, then I couldn't get him to eat, and he was having diarrhea, and everything he was eating, he would throw up. So, after a few days of that, I was like, okay, I can't take it anymore. I need to call him a vet. I need to do something because I don't know. I applied for care credit, and I don't remember why, but I was denied for that. And I've been looking for like pet insurance or something. But I don't know exactly what they do. And every single one that I found has some pretty interesting things that they do and do not cover. So I've been a little picky because of his situation or whatever. So I haven't necessarily been able to get him on something like that. And I don't know what it'll do to help the situation. But, I was getting really worried for him. I was like, he's already a really small dog. I already have a tough time getting him to gain weight. So the last thing I need is for him to be throwing up and having diarrhea all at the same time and not being able to keep anything down. Like, that to me is like, no, red flag. Stop. Well, the vet is expensive. And for whatever reason, they expect that you have your whole life savings in the palm of your hand ready to give them. And just for them to take a look at the dog is expensive. Just for them to give you their opinion is expensive. Just to give you a bag of food to try, whatever is expensive. They want to give you a medicine to fix something, expensive. They want to, keep them overnight, expensive. Like, I gotta sell my whole house in order to, like, not legit. I don't actually have to sell my house, but that's how expensive it is to be able to take your pet to get, whatever kind of diagnosis, I think is the word I'm looking for. Like, literally, they don't know what's wrong. Let me back up, because I skipped a whole little section of this because I got a little sidetracked trying to explain how expensive it is. It costs an arm and a leg. Your whole life savings, your whole house, everything gone just to be able to do it. They wanted 300 something, like 354, just for me to take him in and be seen. And I told the lady, I was like, this is what's going on with him. I don't know what to do. What can I do? Oh, well, you have to bring him in. We all kind of already knew that they were going to tell us that. So I tell her, I'm like, okay, well, I don't have the money to do that. So are you able to, like, bill me or set up a payment plan? Because I only have, at the time, $30 to be able to, do this. And she tells me no. Because they want the money up front. And so I asked her, and I'm bawling my eyes out. And I asked her, I was like, okay, well, do you know of any other place that I can go to that will allow me to take him there where I can have a payment plan, or I can, have something in the work to be able to get him seen, because I only have $30. And she talked to her manager, and I think me wanting to go to a different vet scared them, so they allowed me to have that visit in a payment plan. Why they need it all up front, I have no idea. Why they want half up front, I have no idea. Let people give you a payment plan. Like, that is the best option for people who own animals, is a payment plan. Because, in case you haven't noticed, the entire planet is not a rich community. So people don't just have $1,000+ laying around to be able to, whatever. And it's not always as easy as it sounds to save up a lot of money. And every time you have stuff in savings for emergencies, an emergency happens because Murphy's Law is knocking at your door every 2 fucking seconds. And you have to dip in a little here and a dip in a little over there. And then before you know it, anything that you did have in savings is gone. So then when you have an extreme, almost an extreme savings, and that's not the right word, an extreme emergency, like, it's all emergency, like, oh, car breaks down, you need a new car, okay, that's an emergency, you need a car to be able to get places. But then there's, oh, my dog is sick and he needs, whatever, that's a bit more extreme. I don't. My point has been lost to even me. So moving on. So they allow me to do the payment plan, and they wanted me to do an emergency drop off. So I'm like, okay, so I have to call my job, let them know that I can't come in because I have to take him to the vet. So I go to the vet, which is like, I think, an hour away from here. Okay, hiccup. Hello to you too. And they cannot tell me what's wrong with him. They did. It was either an x-ray and an ultrasound, or it was one or the other. Either way, they did one of those things. And he has a bad habit. I'm pointing here because he's laying in my lap. He has a bad habit of getting into underwear and eating it. So I looked it up and I was like, okay, well, what makes a dog want to do that? And how can I fix that so he stops doing it? Well, that's a lot harder to break than you think. So, and when you're not used to having to like change your habits and your routines so that you can stop something from happening, to be able to teach an animal not to do it, it's very easy to every once in a while not follow that new routine. Like if you're used to like throwing your stuff in a hamper and your dog can get into the hamper and you need to put them in a different place, second nature is to throw it in that hamper, not in that other place. So that one time that you're second naturing, whatever, is that one time where your furry friend is going to get into it. And something similar to that happened, and he got into it, and then all of this happened, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, could that be one of the reasons? Also, pizza. He found pizza, got into it, and that was the start of all of it. And so I was freaking out. I was like, did this make him really sick? Like, I'm telling the vet, I was like, he got into this and he's been sick ever since. Is it causing him trouble? Like, is there a blockage? Is it like messing with him? So they took the ultrasound and x-ray or one or the other or whatever, and he didn't have a blockage, and all of that bad stuff had like went through him and passed through. So, getting into those two things was not causing all of these. So I felt better. I was like, okay. Obviously clean up or something, I don't know. But then they gave me like a nausea medication for him. So whenever he's feeling nauseous, I have to give it to him. It's hard for me to understand when he's feeling nauseous because he can't speak to me. So I'm trying to learn like the different signs or whatever. And without further testing, they don't know like exactly what to pinpoint. So they're like, oh, well, this sounds like pancreatitis, so we're going to give him antibiotics for pancreatitis. But they don't know if it's pancreatitis. So I have to give him a syringe of antibiotics once every 12 hours for pancreatitis, and I don't even know if that's what he has. So they're allowing me to do the payment plan. They allowed me to pay the $30 that I had when I had to take him in, which is great, thank you. I wish that the rest of the process could be the same because that would help me so much. And then my stress level will go from 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 to 0 and probably back up because then obviously testing and other stuff would be happening and I would know what's going on. Um, but they said that it's basically an all or nothing thing. So I either go all in and do all of the testing and all of the treatments and all of the stuff that they possibly can, or I do nothing and I make him as comfortable as I can or put him down. I am not putting him down. No, can't do it. Not an option. I'm not giving up on him like that. Nope. Sorry. But I need to do something. And he's just like constantly not wanting the food. They said stop giving him dog food, give him bland food. So, rice, boiled chicken, boiled beef. That's all I can give him. And my mom asked them if baby food would be okay, and they said yeah. So, chicken flavored baby food and beef flavored baby food. But half the time, he resists the food and doesn't want to eat. So he's losing weight. Well, he was only 4 or 5 pounds. He's a small Chihuahua dog, okay? He's not gonna weigh that much. So when he starts losing weight, he ain't got no weight to lose. So obviously, I'm freaking out. And in order to start this whole long process of testing and all this other stuff, I need $1,000 up front, which is half of what they will need to be able to do all of the testing, and that's just the testing. And everybody has made it clear to me that just because I save up and do all of this doesn't mean that it's going to fix anything. That's pretty self-explanatory, honestly, because you never know the outcome of anything. Anything is possible, but you don't know the end result unless you try it, which is why I'm not giving up, which is why you have to pick what is worth it to you. So I set up a GoFundMe account. So far, it's not successful at all. So I'm going to leave the link to that in the description. So if any of you would like to go onto the GoFundMe and help, that would be greatly appreciated. It does not have to be a lot. My goal is 1,000, but it does not have to be a lot. Any amount helps and would mean the absolute best in like world to me. Because I just want to save Oreo. So, until right now, I haven't really been in the mood to like make videos. And I'm going through some shit. So that's why I've not been on YouTube for a month. So, yeah. My stress level is like Thanos. That's what my stress level is right now. Okay. I'm now crying. I tried so hard not to do that, but it didn't work. So, that worked out great, didn't it? Okay. I'm going to think a little bit more positive, and I'm going to be recording from my phone while I'm learning how to do them on my camera. And once I finish learning how to do them on my camera, there's going to be some taste testing videos where I literally take some items in several flavors of that one item and I try them, and then I'm collaborating with my sister, who also has her own channel now, and we're doing a blind taste test of those same items for the other channel. So those are things that we have recorded. It's like right now it's only 3 videos. We still need to make one other video and then edit all of them and figure out how to upload them to our channels. So they're not even finished yet, but those 4 videos are, because we've only got that much going. I did do the unboxing, so I will put that link in the description. I will put the link to my GoFundMe in the description, and hopefully we can get somewhere. Yep. So I just wanted to make a video and let you guys know that I'm still here. I'm still trying to make videos and fill you guys in. So I will see you guys in the next video.